Hey guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of December 15th through the 31st, 2019. Happy New Year if I don't hear from you again. But no, I have other videos to upload throughout the week, so... But thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you clarity. Also, if you are wanting to book your own personal or private reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com. Payments are collected on Fridays for video and email. If you want to reach me by phone, that's a different process. I normally post a notification saying, hey, I'm taking calls. And then also, please be sure to check out my Patreon for ways to support the channel. So we have central issue heart of the matter as the Nine of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. The Chariot, the Knight of Cups, Strength, and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you guys are going after your dreams. I'm getting a sense of self-accomplishment here. I feel like you guys are moving on from the past. Like you have successfully moved on from the past and found your inner happiness or your inner peace. You are finally at peace with your situation, or you will be feeling that way. I feel like, you were stuck in the past. There was someone possibly that you were thinking about that you were having a hard time moving on from, but I feel like now you're moving on. I feel like you did it all by yourself. Now, I also feel like something could be happening that kind of is the icing on the cake. So let's say you did everything on your own, but it didn't hurt that you met someone new and now you're excited because you have some sort of new connection. Before I continue on with those that are looking to move forward in relationships, I'm also seeing a situation where if you're in a relationship, there was something that happened that there was some sort of disappointment in your relationship, and whatever that disappointment was, I feel like you guys are moving past that. You are both finding something happy or finding something to be happy about, and you guys are now feeling back to normal or feeling like you're at peace again. I really think this is having to do with some sort of fertility issues, like that could have been your struggle, and now there was some sort of success. Maybe you had some sort of good news. This could be a positive pregnancy stick. And of course, this message is not for those of you that don't want children. This is for people who have been trying, people who do want a baby. And it looks like there's the possibility of a successful pregnancy. Now, I'm no doctor and I'm not God, so I'm not saying that it is something that is going to last, but it does look like right now something seems to be a success. Maybe you also just had the baby. Maybe you even miss being pregnant. You're like, I kind of miss the baby in my belly. But now the baby is here for you guys to settle down with, and you're watching a baby, you and your partner, you're watching a baby and enjoying seeing the baby take his first steps, or, just kind of enjoying time as a family. Now, those of you that are single, I feel like there is some sort of love connection. The person that you are interacting with or that you just connecting with may be coming out of a relationship though. So something still seems very new. Something seems very exciting. Those of you that have been in a relationship but it was long distance, I feel that you guys are meeting up and you're going to get to meet this person face to face. You guys might be going out on a date. You guys might be deciding to travel together. Some of you are confronting your fears about falling in love. Maybe you are afraid of commitment or about falling in love, but you're ready to confront or deal with those issues now. I also felt like there's a need to set some sort of boundaries in your relationship. So I don't know if you felt threatened by, if you felt like there was someone threatening the relationship, or if you felt like there was some sort of flaw in the relationship or a weak spot. I feel like you're trying to reinforce something and make it stronger. It's like, okay, we can't have any of that happening. We need to protect our relationship by taking the necessary steps, and this is what we need to do in order to protect our relationship. So you might be taking some sort of necessary steps to protect your relationship. Someone definitely looks like they're being loyal, especially if there is any type of temptation, or if someone is flirting, someone is standing by their partner's side. They're like, look, I appreciate the love, but I'm a loyal person. Like, I can't, step outside the relationship like that. So it looks like your relationship is being protected. I don't know why I want to say repaired. I do feel like something got damaged, or there was, like I said, there was a weak spot or a vulnerability in the relationship that had to be repaired. Those of you that are kind of just now entering a relationship, I just feel like you're going to be in love. I do feel like you're making some sort of connection. It could be with another air sign such as yourself, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It could be with a Leo, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like you're happy that the relationship is going to the next level or going into the next phase. So, like I said, if it's, say, for instance, you just had a love interest or there had just been some sort of flirtation, I feel like now that goes to the next level. Like, we've already established that there's a mutual interest here. So now let's take it a step further. Now let's start chatting, or let's exchange numbers, or let's go out on a date. Definitely looks like some of that is going on. I see those of you that have already been in a relationships this now even either moving in together, or you are eloping. I'm seeing something domestic taking place, like your family or your home life will be expanding, because I feel like you're establishing a home together, and you're sitting down, you're relaxing, you're kind of enjoying time with each other. Something also seems like a dream come true. And then, speaking of dreams, for some of you, if this doesn't happen within the next couple of weeks where you finally feel like you meet someone and fall in love, I feel like you've been having a lot of dreams about that, because someone is on their way to you. And it looks like you're just kind of waiting. You're like, I know I know love is on the way to me. So I've been dreaming about it, and I'm going to be happy once I get my confirmation of it. So you've already been prepared. You know that your soulmate is on their way to you. Now, I also get in a new love connection, someone is kind of playing hard to get. I feel like something's going on where I mentioned earlier, someone is coming out of a relationship. So say for instance, you know your relationship is on a brinks, is coming to an end. And this person comes to you and you tell them like, well, I'm in a relationship. This person is kind of like, not for long. Like, and you kind of play along with it, or you kind of like that only because you know that it is coming to an end. The only thing that I see that you need to be careful about, I'm seeing a scenario where some of you are in love with someone who's unavailable. You're in love with someone who is already in an established relationship, but you still hope and fantasize to be with them. Now I'm getting a situation where someone is in love with someone, but they're hiding it. They're very guarded. This person does not want to let the fantasy in. Someone is just like, I prefer to keep this as a fantasy, because if this person doesn't like me back, or if I'm not able to get into a relationship with this person, I'm going to be hurt. So instead of expressing that you're into them or they're into you, someone is choosing to just keep it a secret. Okay, so those of you that were in a troubled relationship, now I know I felt like for some of you, your relationship is going to be repaired. You know, it's different scenarios here. Others of you, there's a relationship that is on a thread, it's holding on by a thread. And I feel like some sort of argument could make it reach its breaking point. So it's like at some point, I feel like someone is going to let go of that relationship. It's like, you know what? I've reached my limit. You know, we need to separate, or I need to be free from this relationship. So for some of you, it is kind of like making some sort of clean break. Okay, now the other thing I'm seeing is that someone eventually is going to open up. Like I was saying, they didn't want to say anything because they were afraid of, or being protective of their heart. I feel like someone is going to let their guards down and stop fighting the connection here. I do see that someone was playing hard to get, or trying to push the other person away, or two people, you could feel the energy, you could feel the chemistry between the two of them, but they weren't saying anything. So I feel like at some point, whatever these two people were doing to resist each other, like that's coming to an end. All that tension will come to an end, and then there's going to be communication. There's going to be clarity. Yeah, and possible conversation. Let me look at this Two of Swords. So I do feel like a secret comes out. For some of you, there may not be communication for new love until January 1st. Like, or the first week of January. Okay, so Two of Swords, someone was trying to suppress their thoughts. Someone was trying to keep quiet. Someone also could have just been very shy. Someone could have been trying to hide their identity. You could have had a secret admirer, but at some point someone is going to break free from that, and they're going to come through. You might be unaware that someone has been trying their hardest not to speak to you, even though they are attracted to you. I even feel that there could have been an opportunity in the past for there to be interaction between the two of you, but this person resisted. I feel like now whoever had been showing some sort of resistance towards you is letting their guards down. Or you, if you were trying to have some sort of resistance, you're ready to open up and communicate. Yeah, some of you, I feel like you just didn't want to fall in love. You're like, I don't want to fall in love. I don't want to open up my heart. You also could have been overthinking some things. Let me look at this Ten of Swords too. It does look like a renewal. Something comes back to life. Something was a matter of you letting go of your old ideas or old belief systems. So you had to change your mentality in order to see how things really are, or in order to just have clarity about your love life. You had to let go of some sort of fairy tale or some sort of idea, preconceived ideas. Yeah, some of you guys could have been holding on to an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe you had to let that idea go in order to have something new come into your life, or in order for you to have clarity. Yeah, it looks like you guys were having a very hard time moving on from someone. Like you kept thinking that you were going to be with that person. And maybe it took a lot of strength to finally get yourself out of that mindset, or you finally reached a breaking point. But I still feel like, and then you have to go through some sort of healing. So I still feel like, though, even though you got through something on your own, it's going to be icing on the cake having this new love offer coming in. So there's a new love offering coming in for you guys. You just need to continue to be patient. And I do feel like you're going to have clarity, or there's going to be success in your love life. There's going to be some sort of renewal or a fresh start. If you were already in that established relationship, I feel like something's being changed forever in your relationship. It had to be, you had to let go of some sort of old ways, or it could be just that the change is the child for some of you, because it's no longer just the two of you or whoever it was. Now there's an additional person in the story. So yeah, those are the messages that I'm getting, but I hope it resonates. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.